What's up, my ninjas? My special guest today is actually one of our very own ninjas, Abby, who has been with us for quite some time now. She was actually last year's one of our ninjas of the year for being such an outstanding client because not only her work ethic but also her results has spoken volumes, and she continues to inspire people not only in the gym but also her friends and family. Abby, thanks so much for being on the show with us.
Oh, my pleasure.
Awesome, Abby. So I want to start off, Abby. Could you give a little bit of introduction of yourself and like what you do for a living and your background?
Oh, okay. So my background, like simple background, I I used to like I've been in the social work field for more than 18 years. I used to work with child and youth. I worked with like Scouts Canada for more than 15 years. Like, and we focus on the lower priority neighborhood. And right now, I work with the older kids who are the seniors. So yeah, so now I work at the nursing home, and we do programs with the residents.
Okay. So
Yep,
is it a very active job, would you say?
I would say so. I would say so. Well, different kind of active. Like when we work with kids, like we play dodgeball, but basically you cannot really play dodgeball with the residents right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we still do, like with the balloon.
Okay. So cool.
Um, yeah.
So
So it's a
social work is your background. Now, before, like, what was your life like before you started working out with us at with Fight Fit and everything?
Oh, well, you can imagine. Okay, I started my journey like 3 years ago. And from my adulthood, I never ever went under 140 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And when I joined Fight Fit, I was at 196.
196.
Yes, and I'm only like 5 feet. So imagine like with such a body, like to play dodgeball with the kids. I was like, oh, okay. In 2 minutes, I'm done. So I
Wow.
will be the judge, and you guys keep going. So like, so 3 years ago, like it's exactly 3 years ago, I was invited by my best friend to be her bridesmaid.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom started bugging me, like she kind of gave up on me for so long because like when I was 6 year old, I was like almost 70 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like like when I was in grade six, I was like 120, 130.
Oh.
So I've been never be a like a regular type body type person in my whole life.
So you
So they
struggled
kind of,
with weight? Yeah, you struggled with weight your whole life?
well, I didn't really struggle because I get too used to it. Like
Hmm.
I didn't struggle on it
Yeah.
because nobody kind of, because okay, even though I was so overweight, I never lost my confidence. Like yeah,
Hmm.
I was still a happy Abby, but
Yeah.
like at that time. Um, so why I start the journey is my mom started bugging me because like she said, if you are the bride, like it was funny. Because if you are the bride, you have your own choice to put your picture on the like on your Facebook or whatever. But if you're the bridesmaid, your friend will put your picture everywhere and you have no choice on that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, okay. So I think let me think about it. So I went back to Hong Kong to do the feeding or whatever with my 196-pound body that
Hmm.
time. When I came back, well, actually at the end of the like my Asian trip, I got serious stomach flu,
Hmm.
very bad one. Like it lasts 2 weeks. Like every day, like I just vomit, go to washroom like the whole
Oh.
day. I lost about 15 pounds in
Oh.
2 weeks because of the stomach flu.
Yeah.
And I was like it started that way. I was like, okay, probably I can lose some weight. So
So it was because you got sick and then you lost 15 pounds. You're like, oh, I can actually lose weight.
yes, like that's how I started. And
Okay.
then right after the trip, I call you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, and
And
that's how
how did you hear about us initially?
I it was on Facebook. It was
Okay.
on Facebook. The ad pop up, and then
Yeah.
okay, I click on it, and actually, like my husband, he bugged me a little bit on that because okay, when I said I didn't really struggle on my weight,
Mhm.
I must say that's a lie, but I tried before. Like I joined like the community center, I joined Group
Mhm.
Life, I pay a full year
Mhm.
membership fee and I only use it for less than a month and I gave up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it happened quite a few times. And and my husband was like, are you sure that you still want to waste those money?
Yeah. Oh,
So I was like,
we're joining Fight Fit.
yeah. So I was
Okay.
like, is that only 6 weeks? Like usually I gave up by then. Like that's
Hmm.
key. Um, and is that when it like your asset is free and like he didn't believe that because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
whatever like if you want to try like go ahead. I was like I promised myself like that would be my last shot. Like if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, that would be the last amount of money I'm going to spend like for weight loss.
Wow. Okay.
So and I survived it, and now I'm here.
How much weight did you lose in your first 6 weeks with us?
About 20 pounds and 4 point something percent of fat rate. So I didn't make it like free.
Yeah.
So but I decided that I keep going. And
Right.
the other funny thing is, so like in 10 months, so that would be my friend's wedding.
Hmm.
So because like she's in Hong Kong, right? So I have to make my measurement and send it back to the teller there.
Yeah.
And when I send it back, he's like the store was like, she didn't ask me, but asked my friend, did you change your bridesmaid? Or can you ask your bridesmaid, is her measurement right or not?
That's so funny. She even thought it was a completely different person.
Yeah, she was like, is it like, do you have two Abbeys like for your wedding?
Yeah, yeah. That's hilarious.
That was hilarious. Like, cause
Did
by that time I lost like from that 196, I lost about 50 pounds already by that time.
50 pounds. So you dropped from 196 down to 140, under 150.
Yes.
Unbelievable. In 10 months.
Well, actually 8 months.
8 months, even less time. 8 months. Amazing. Amazing results. And this is a testament to why Abby was one of the ninjas of the years because of her amazing results. And also, I think people, they always talk about like the initial weight you lose, and yeah, it's great, but really the tough thing comes when it comes to maintaining it. Like once you
Yes.
lose it down, you have to change your lifestyle. I want to talk back to the initial 6 weeks though, because you've never done this before, and I'm sure there was like, you're probably scared, or there maybe was some fears, or because it's the unknown thing. Like what were some of the things that you went through in the initial 6 weeks that was some of the
Well,
biggest
the
challenges?
initial first day, actually, my mom started complaining. Like she was the one, remember, she was the one bugging me to go on this, right?
Yeah.
And for the first day, she was like, why you pick your meal plans to start during the Chinese New Year? So I keep telling her I cannot eat this, I cannot eat this. Like you know that. Like she was like, well, like why can't you just start like a week after? I was like, I committing to it already, so I can still eat the steamed chicken, steamed
Hmm.
fish, like
Hmm.
vegetable. Like I can still eat a lot of those things,
Yeah.
just that not the sauce.
Right. Love it. And you said something really special, like you specific. You said you committed to this. So no matter what, you have to finish it off, like when
Yeah.
you started it, which is amazing. So committing to it. So obviously that was a challenge, adjusting to the food plan during Chinese New Year's. How did you find the workouts? Considering you weren't a super active person before either before starting this, right?
Well, I think, well, okay, even though I was so overweight, I remember when I was like in my primary school years and my high school years, I was in the swimming team.
Okay.
Yeah, I was still considered an active one, but I think most of my weight came from my diet.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So just overeating over the years.
Well, I think I choose the wrong food most of the time. I don't drink water. I don't drink plain water. I didn't drink plain water before. Like, so I only drink like sugary stuff. Yeah, that's where it
Right.
came from.
So poor
Yeah,
diet
lots of carbs.
choices. Okay, and lots of carbs. Got it.
Yeah.
How did you find the like when you started working out? Did you find I mean you were an athlete before you were a swimmer, but when you started doing the workouts, did you find them challenging like when you first started?
Yes, like obviously I could only stay with um the minimum limit, like 3 classes a week. I just make it there. Okay, 3 classes and that's it. And well, basically after the first month, I get better
Hmm.
and I broke my first pair of gloves in 3 months.
You broke it.
Yes, I broke it.
Like
Literally,
it
I
popped
broke it.
open?
Well, actually, all the like the lining inside, they're all busted.
Oh wow. So you were going hard.
Yes, I think I'm so addicted into it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Well, it goes to show. Well, you got results, right? You people when they like something and they get results from something, they obviously keep doing it, like you have, right?
yes, and actually, I love the atmosphere and like yeah, I like the social environment there and like how the cultures there are so like encouraging. They although they kick your butt,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you don't feel that pressure over there.
For sure, for sure. So I mean, that's the other thing I want to talk about too. It sounds like you've tried all these different things in the past. You did the gym, you tried good like big box gyms and anything like that. What was missing that you felt like that we did that kept you going?
Well, I think it's more like I'm more like a social person.
Hmm.
So like I enjoy a lot in the class. If you leave me like half an hour on the treadmill, I'll be like, okay, I might on it for like 2, 3 hours already.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't take it. Like the So after like when I start the journey here, I still go on the treadmill when my mom's home. I have to talk with somebody like when I'm on the
Okay.
treadmill. I cannot like even with the TV show, I'm like, no, 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 like it's too long for me.
Right, right, right. So,
And I
so the
keep telling my
social.
friends like you gotta find a sport that you love to make you keep going. It doesn't have to be like they keep asking me like how kickboxing and how this kind of like the afterburn classes help you. I'm like, that's for me. I find a place that I can call my second home. I find my gym I can
Yeah,
settle with.
yeah.
But I think everybody is different. You have to find something that you love. Like if you cannot enjoy it, like you it cannot be sustained. That's
Right,
that's what I think. Like some
right.
people love to run. Like I'm not a runner at all. Like
Yeah,
five
yeah.
5 kilometers, that's it. No matter when I was like 200 pounds or right now, like five is my limit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right. Everybody's got to find their thing, which is it was just totally right. Now, like I mean, let's talk about this. So, the initial 6 weeks, it was a bit challenging, but you loved it. You got addicted to it. It became your thing. Talk to me about the journey in the last, like, say for the last 7 months that you lost 50 pounds with. Like,
Mhm.
would you say that that was a struggle, or do you think it just blew by? Like, I want to know. I want to hear from your experience with like most people when they lose 50 pounds, it's a big transformation. Did you feel like it was a long term process, or did it go by quickly for
Oh,
you?
I'm like time flies because like I remember like you guys have the question like on the initial questionnaire. ask like, what's your short-term goal and what's your ultimate goal, right?
Mhm.
I was a little bit hesitant to put down my ultimate goal. I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't want to dream too big. So I put down 50 pounds over there. That's my ultimate goal, 50 pounds. And I couldn't believe that I hit that ultimate goal like in 8 months.
Mhm.
So it's like time flies. Of course, like well, it slowed down a little bit, and but I can still see the process because I told you I love going to the gym now.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
doesn't really matter if I just stay the same weight or stay the same body shape or not. I think I still want to go to the gym and work out.
Mhm. Mhm. So it's become more part of your life. It's part of
Yeah,
it's a life. It's part of your life now.
yes, it's really part of my life. Like nobody can touch my gym schedule.
except if we're all in quarantine and we got closed down.
Well, like this just like we can still work out at home. Like
Yeah.
some people think that is well, of course it's not the same. I still enjoy to go to the gym, but
Mhm.
like it's such a habit. I cannot imagine I stop for 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
amazing. And I know you, when you travel, you go to different gyms as well. Because when you go to Hong Kong, you go to, not only do you stop at like, and this is a great for someone that's never done fitness before, not only do you not miss workouts when you're here, when you go travel abroad, you find a gym.
yes.
Could you imagine yourself doing that before?
No, that's crazy. Like I remember like usually when we go on trip, like we kind of figure out like where's the good restaurant and where's the where are the good places you can go. So I try to Google like 2 months before my trip, like where I can find a good boxing place that I can visit. So yeah, people think I'm crazy. People
Love
like
it.
even my friends they think I'm crazy.
Love it. You know, you're a real ninja now. You know that, because that is the first thing I go to when I book a hotel is I figure out if they have a nice gym or not, or if I'm close to a nice gym.
Yes, I think it's a habit. Like it
Yeah,
is. Well, I would say it's more than a habit. It's part of
yeah,
the life.
absolutely, absolutely. So 8 months, you lost 50 pounds, and you're still
Yes,
on a journey. You still get really great results, Abby. Like, where are you at now?
I'm at around 144 to 147. It fluctuates a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But well, although their weight stayed the same for more than a year already, I found my size go smaller.
Yeah.
So I don't care about the weight anymore. Well,
Absolutely.
although like yeah, still like I want to lose a little bit more weight, but as long as the size goes smaller, I'm happier.
Right.
My
Right.
size more than the weight itself.
Yeah, so the next step is not only just looking at the weight scale itself, it's looking at how your clothes fit, how your body looks and everything. That's usually the next level. That's awesome. Now, for somebody who's, I know there's a lot of people hesitant, and I know you're a big advocate for getting people into the gym, whether it's with Fight Fit or whatever it is out there. Like you said, people have to find their thing.
Yes.
What would you say to someone that was like kind of apprehensive or unsure about starting a fitness program?
Just try. You never know if you like it or not until you try it out. Like I keep encouraging, like I found it's really nice that like you and Coach Mark and Chris, they always offer like some trial classes. So some people they kind of hesitate because of probably their injuries before, probably like they were never active before, or they had bad experience before. I'm like, try it out first. Like go with me, like for a couple of classes. If you like it, you stay. If you don't like it, then move on to something else like you think which is better for you. But
Hmm.
at least go try it out first.
Right, right. So I always talk about this, like especially when new people are trying out the program, because you didn't try it. Like you went and you came to our program, but you committed to 6 weeks with us. So would you
Yeah.
say it's more of yes, there's trying it because and I people always ask me this, oh, what if I don't like it? And I always say, you won't like it because it's your first time. You've never done it before. It's the first time you've ever done fitness. It's going to be hard. It's not easy, but you got to
Mhm.
keep going. So would you say there's a difference between, trying it or versus committing to it?
Um,
Because you
well,
committed.
it, it really depends on how much you want it, I would say. Like
Okay.
if you really, really, really want it, you will commit.
Okay.
Well, I'm like, if you don't want it bad enough, so then you won't.
That's true.
It's not easy, but I would say it's enjoyable. It's never easy. Even till right now, if you ask me to do the other day 100 burpees, I'm still like I want to swear. 3 years already, I still don't like burpees. But
Yeah, for
like
sure.
I don't know who loves it, or maybe
Yeah.
some of my friends they love burpees, but not me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, like but you still enjoy it. Like at the end of the classes, like you know that you just finished 120. You're
Mhm.
like, okay, I I did my job today.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. So Abby, I'm just gonna like I want you to share some of your tips, some of the tips that you've kind of that you've developed for yourself to develop these great habits and these routines. What would you say to somebody? What would you do? Okay, let me ask you this is a good question. What do you do for one thing for nutrition every single day without fail to help you that has helped you lose all that weight?
I log my food. Yes, I log every single thing. Like no matter if it's good food or bad food, I log it. I keep saying that if something you have hesitation to log it, which means it's not something you should eat. Log it before you put it into your mouth. Yeah.
That is a great tip. What do you use for logging your food?
Yeah, my fitness pal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
think,
awesome.
well, some people they have concern on how accurate it is, but
Hmm.
I would say it's not about how accurate it is. It's all about like it's a mind game. So if you punch in a piece of like tiramisu cake and you saw that it's like 700 calories in that like 300-gram thing, you would hesitate to eat it because like it costs you probably 2, 3 kickboxing classes.
For sure. So you start second guessing whether you want that extra 700 calories in your diet, right?
Yeah. So I'm saying like not that you have to cut it like 100% clean, but you still need to have that second thought like, do I really need to eat it? Of course, like for your loved one's birthday, I'm not saying that like you don't touch it at all. Of course, like you have to celebrate, you have to enjoy your life too, but you know what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I love that because that is the one thing I think most clients when they start off logging it is a daunting thing, logging everything they eat. But I think once you get to your level where this has become part of your life, logging it all the time, super, super important. So
Yeah.
love that tip. All right. So here, for anybody listening and watching this, you guys feel free to post some questions for Abby, or else I'm going to keep going on with my questions. But here, I got a question for you. Fitness wise, what do you find is some of the most effective workouts for you? Well, maybe let
Mm,
me rephrase that because you do our Fight Fit workouts,
yes.
and it works for you, obviously. Let me ask you then, what is your favorite type of workout? Would you say?
I love boxing a lot. I found I love the kickboxing a lot. Like I never ever imagined in my whole life that I would be into like martial art or kickboxing. Well, actually, my brother, he's a Taekwondo black belt.
Oh,
I
wow.
used I used to drive him to the classes. I watch him. I'm like, okay, okay. Like I'm not that kind of person. And my parents, they are Tai Chi instructors. So I'm the one like so laid back at home.
You got martial arts in your blood, Abby.
Yeah, but never until I start with you guys. So but like before that, I never imagined that. Like I enjoyed that much. I remember the first like the spinning roundhouse kick I did. Like I didn't tell anybody this one. I almost cried on spot. Like I never thought that I could make that. I saw my brother did it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool move. But when I did it myself, I almost cried on spot.
That's amazing. Spinning, and that's not an easy strike to do. A spinning roundhouse kick.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so here's a better question. Since you love kickboxing and boxing, what's your favorite combination or favorite strike?
Wow. It is a lot. I love the long strike combos. Like if I can like keep moving forward, then that would be a good one for me. So after trying the pad work, especially when Coach Mark like come to Pipe Stouffville, we start doing a lot of pad works, and
Yeah.
after that, I cannot go back to bed.
Yeah. It's a lot more engaging of a workout for sure. For
Yes.
sure.
And I
Awesome.
love the pad holding. I keep telling everybody, you gotta try on pad holding. Like when other members ask me about like how do you get your tricep, like how do you get your bicep, like I'm like I work out like you guys. The only extra things I do, like they ask me if I work out at home. I'm like, are you crazy? I work out 6 days here already and 2 classes a day. Like I still work out at home. Like I'm not a full-time athlete. So
That's
I
right.
think the little extra I did is like the pad holding. It really good on like the resistance training.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love it, Abby. All right. I always like to ask this question because I'm really into like kung fu action movies, and I always believe that somebody's life is kind of like a kung fu action movie where you kind of get beat down and then you build yourself back up and you come back and fight and beat up all your enemies again. But from the sounds of it, Abby, you lived a pretty happy life. You've always were happy, Abby. But do you have a favorite kung fu action movie?
Well, actually, do I? I watch Kill Bill. Like,
There's a good hero arc there because she was unconscious and she came back and she killed all her enemies. So
I know, like I would call that a horror movie more than like action movie. But
that's awesome.
like I love that though.
That's cool. That's cool. We actually got some questions here. We got some comments. I want to share some of these that people were saying. There's Sean. He says, Abby is a true ninja. Keep on winning and inspiring your ninja community. Very proud of your journey.
Oh, thank you, Sean. Like I still remember, like I still get scared of his classes though. Like he always loved the military style training. I'm like, oh.
Sean's like, he's all corporate and all buttoned up, but then when he's in front of people, he goes crazy.
I know. Like, no matter how long we worked, like he's always the scary one.
Yeah. Thanks, Christine. She said the coaches are low key and friendly. Love it. Thanks for the comment, Stephanie. We got Ketty. Yes, we love and miss KB. We do. Can't wait to
Yes,
get
we
back at it.
do. And Caddy's always the good partner.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. She does some amazing combinations together. Christine, I couldn't believe 21 days flew by for me. Yes. Oh, Christine had a question over here. How do you cook for your family and eat clean for yourself? Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, so it's not hard and but it's not easy neither. Usually I know I cook a separate dish for myself, or if I need to cook a family dinner, I always go for like to bake the whole chicken or steam the whole chicken and the fish. So that one would like everybody can enjoy it. Like for the whole chicken, nobody liked the texture of the chicken breast, so that's mine. Yeah, I always go for that. And also like the fish and a lot of seafood that we can always share. And like I know, like it's hard. Like even sometimes my dad still ask me, when can you go back to your regular diet? I'm like, I have my regular diet right now.
Yeah,
What's so abnormal to you? Because like I know, especially Chinese, like you need to have a lot of carbs. Like it's always carbs on carbs on carbs, like
for sure.
rice and Like I remember like the Chinese New Year dishes, like they have rice and then the taro
Yeah. Yeah.
and like all carbs, right? So I'm like, I'm just having lighter on the carb side and more on the protein side. Like I'm still eating normally.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. If I was to chime in on this cooking for my family, like my kids are luckily they're young still, so they eat whatever I cook, regardless. And if they don't eat it, they go hungry. Don't
Yeah,
tell them.
especially why I can stay. Why I think the meal plan or diet sustain is you don't limit too much on the sauce that we can use as long as it's not like sugary or high carbs. Like
Right.
you can still use the pepper and spice and salt. I know there are lots of meal plans you can only allow to water boil chicken breast. Like
Mhm.
I don't think that would sustain for more than 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So add spice for sure is a big thing. So, Kristen said, "Miss you, Abby. You are amazing."
Yay, listen. I
Thanks.
miss you too, miss you so hard.
And Christine, just hardest part is not cooking with oil for my family. Yes. That is always a challenge. Non-stick pans and skillets are always going to be that go-to thing I find.
Yes, and I always suggest to use the spray bottle instead of like pouring it onto your pan. Like it, you use way less oil on
For
that.
sure. People realize how little oil you actually need when you have the spray ones. Well, Abby, I really appreciate you for being on this show and sharing your secrets to health, wealth, and being a kick butt ninja. Thank you so much for being on with me.
Thank you for inviting me, and thank you all the coaches for keeping everybody going. I can't wait to see you guys in the gym.
Awesome. Thanks, Abby. All right, see you guys later.
Thank you. See ya.